If you're at the place where you know you're an awesome expert at what you do, but you realizing you're not really sure how to market that at all, then this episode is going to be for you. Because so many amazing experts just like you who are spiritual masters, who are mentors, who are personal transformation experts, they are really good at what they do, but they don't know how to market. So today I want to talk to you about what marketing is and clean up some misconceptions about it. Because a lot of times I hear this at the calls when I'm starting to work with somebody. The beginning, the initial conversation is usually about, I hate marketing. I don't know how to market. I don't want to market. But then what's the alternative? That you just magically want people to come to you? Well, that's not a business strategy. Of course, it's awesome when somebody refers people to you. And yes, we want to provide great service and have people come to us that way. But that limits you to the pool of people you already know. If you are at the place when you're realizing like, okay, I don't necessarily have that many potential clients in my already existent pool of people and I need to expand, well, expanding into the larger audience means few things. One of them means is that you have to internally graduate yourself to choosing to be visible. And the other thing is you need to learn how to market. Those two things come together hand in hand. So if you're at the place where you know that what you do is very important for humanity, for the planet, you care deeply about human transformation, and you want to take that to the next level into the world, you want to have clients who have these amazing transformations more, you want to have premium level clients, you want to have clients who pay you higher fees for that work because it deserves higher fee because it's really deep and transformational, then you need to internally adjust the visibility and marketing. So today, I want to focus on the aspect of putting content out and what might be the issues with why it's not converting. So converting means that somebody read your post or watched your video, and whatever your call to action was on the end, they said, okay, I really want to work with you, or I really need to reach out to this person, or at least I really need to check out more of what she does. Instead of just scrolled and ignored it, or never even opened that email, or opened and then said like, I don't know, I don't want to read past the first line, or the videos that are going for very long, and maybe your potential clients are watching them, but they're not compelled to do anything on the end of that video. They kind of get with this feeling on the end, like, wow, that was very nice. Maybe they'll even write to you saying like, oh, that was very helpful. Thank you so much for creating that video. But then nothing happens in your business from that. So after a while, it might start to feel like you're essentially having a second job when you're constantly producing content that doesn't necessarily do anything for you. And I don't want you to be in that place. Like what I do with my clients is we simplify the business. Marketing is very easy when your business is aligned to your soul design, because now you're utilizing correct positioning, correct energetics, and so on. So here, let's look at the three main issues that might be kind of blocking your ability to bring in people. One of them is you might be thinking that you need to convince somebody to see your value. So you are proving a lot in your content. That might look like over-educating. That might look like constantly telling them about what you do. And that seems sort of like logical, right? Because people need to know what you do, and this is why you create content. You tell them more about what you do. But the problem with that is that people don't actually care. So that's where there is a disconnect. And I'll tell you what needs to happen instead. But if you are at the place where you're creating content that doesn't necessarily go anywhere, and yet you are diligently educating, maybe you're creating like hour-long videos when you're going live on Facebook or Instagram and you're telling people about all these amazing things that you do and it doesn't go anywhere, that's because you are under this assumption that you need to educate them, that you need to convince them, that you need to show to them how amazing of an expert you are. And you're doing so by trying to back up your expertise with all the details of what you do, which go right over people's heads because they don't understand a lot of the things you're saying. So that might be mistake number one. Another mistake might be is that you are speaking to the wrong type of a person. Because if in what you're saying, you are kind of leaning on the hand holding and how you're going to help all this trauma and all this pain that they're having, and you're going to be essentially like the mother they never had, and you're going to support them in every possible way and love them so deeply, all that does, it attracts to you people who want free stuff. So those people would love you. They will watch all the things you put out. Yes. So if you're interested in getting just popular, then yeah, that works. But if you actually want to have a business, as in somebody coming in and paying you $5,000 or more for your offer, like my clients charge $10,000, $15,000, $30,000 for their offers. In order to get there, you need to speak differently. You need to speak to a different type of a person. So this idea that I have to handhold them and support them and show them how much I'm going to be there for them through this process of working with their trauma and with their pain and deeply transform this root of their pain, all that does, it attracts people who either have immediate problem that is not a long-term journey that they're interested to be on, or it attracts people who kind of don't really want to solve the problem. They just want to alleviate their pain in the moment. And that's what they get from your content. They happily feel, okay, I'm better. She just did this meditation or something, and I actually feel good. I'm complete. Until, of course, the next time they feel bad again because the root of the problem never got cleaned up. So that's another mistake that might be in your content, which is why you feel like you're putting all this effort in producing content, posting it out there or emailing it to your audience and not getting many results. Another part of it might be, another mistake is that what content you're producing is based on what you mentally decided you should put out. This mistake I see so often when you might have had like a business coach or marketing coach that told you, okay, you create pillars of content, and out of that you create like subcategories and whatever. Now you mapped it all out, and now you're writing content with a specific technique on a specific topics, and it all falls flat because energetically you are not in there. You are doing it from the thinking side of you, not from the being aligned side of you. What that means is that the audience is going to get data, like education again, but it's not going to get you, the frequency of you that is unique. And what they're after is actually that. They want the frequency of you. That's how we know if we need to hire somebody or not, because they connect to us deeply. Like, I know that you are somebody who really wants to change humanity for the better. Like, you want to elevate human consciousness. And I also know that you want to do so in a way that creates spaciousness in your life, right? You don't want to just create lots of busy work for yourself. So you're willing to work hard when needed. You just don't want to work hard all the time, right? Because business does include some hard work. That's just part of life. So if anybody tells you like, oh, business is all easy, if it's all aligned and somehow magic just happens, like, no, it doesn't work like that. I've been in business for, 30 years now, always successful, always producing income, always profitable. And I've helped hundreds of people create their businesses and be profitable in the intangible niches. Like in the territory of, downloading something from the quantum field or working with angels or something that's kind of like crystalline adjustment to your Akashic records, like something that normal business coach would never touch with a 10-foot pole because they think it's not sellable. And I've helped my clients sell that at 10,000 and more. That's because we do this by aligning to your soul design. So then how you attract people to you, including in this particular episode, we're speaking of creating content, what goes into your content is aligned. So then instead of these three things that I just named sort of incorrectly that people do, as in either talking to the wrong people or somehow proving or educating people or overthinking what you think should go in your content, instead of all of that, which just creates friction and makes you feel internally like ready to give up because, I can't sell it. It's not working. It's too hard. Instead, we shift into what is actually aligned. Now, either way, marketing is a part of the business, but marketing done correctly does not feel bad. Doesn't feel like friction. In fact, it actually can be a beautiful creative process that is like an expression of you in a way that feels very natural. Like if you're a natural talker, then your marketing would include video. If you're a natural writer, it would include mostly more writing, right? But either way, the way of you connecting to your audience through your energy, through understanding your design, and then adjusting your business and marketing strategy to that is the key to creating less friction to no friction when it actually feels like it's flowing, like you get that momentum. I often ask, like, how do I get momentum in my business? I keep feeling like I'm just spinning my wheels, working hard, creating all this busy work, putting all this content, and nothing happens, as if momentum is some sort of a magical animal in some rare forest and you just have to go and find it somehow and then you're going to have the momentum. Momentum is actually created by aligning your business strategy, so the practical material actions, with the energetics, with the internal strategy. And together, that's a self-mastery. So I'm not a typical business coach, as you can see. What I teach is a combination of the business strategy and energetics, and it's all anchored through masterful application of who you are onto your life. That way you get to actually live your soul mission. So your business becomes not just the thing that you do. Like I work with coaches that actually like care deeply about what they're doing, and they're not selling a technique that they learn and got certified in. They're selling something that is uniquely theirs, that they created that unique methodology based on their soul contract and what they actually meant to do in this life. Now, imagine if you're living your life from that perspective. You're literally living what you're meant to be doing on this planet. You are delivering the message, you are connecting to the correct people, you are vibrating at the right frequency. But all of that is packaged in a correct offer with the correct pricing and the correct market positioning, and utilizes correct marketing strategy so that you don't have friction. It's still work. Again, I'm not going to tell you that it's no work. So if you think that somehow business can be absolutely no work, I'm not your person, because work is required in business. But there is a big difference in doing work that's aligned, when you know that by doing this, you're learning, you're growing, you're elevating who you are, and you're enhancing your business, versus the work that is just busy work that you're doing to prove yourself or to convince somebody, or just because you don't know what to do. This is a very common place to be, where people come to me with this, I just don't know what to do, Eugenia. Like, I've done everything. And I can guarantee you, you have not done everything, because if you are not align your design to your business, you actually don't have a correct strategy. So back to the three things that we were saying, right? So we were looking about that one of the mistakes is the over educating, right? Like telling too many things, trying to like get somebody to see something in a different way, and see them from this perspective of depth that you're bringing in your business. And the problem with that is you are giving them sort of like a PhD in what you know, and they don't care. What people care about is what is in it for them. So that minor adjustment, just looking for like, okay, how is it that what I do connects to what they are looking for, and how can I speak to that? Change your perspective from I'm speaking about what I do to what is it that they need to hear in order to come to work with me. Because I know that by working with me, the long-term progress actually going to happen, not by them just watching that one video, okay? Another thing we just looked at is speaking to the correct type of a person. So if you are speaking to the lower type of a person, the ones who's in trauma, the ones who just has immediate problem and wants to alleviate their pain, you get audience who consumes your content. But those people like free stuff and they don't purchase. So just adjusting that one piece into speaking to a premium level client, speaking to somebody who is already more advanced. Like think of somebody who's probably your favorite client now. Chances are they've been on their journey for a while. They already researched things. They've been to other coaches, therapists, mentors, spiritual, whatever it is that they've explored, that there's a lot of experience that they already gathered. They know themselves to some extent. They're not newbies. They're not beginners. Now, those people, what are they looking for? They're not looking for educate me why I need to have emotional mastery. They already understand that emotions are important and all these pieces. They want something else. They don't need to be educated about, how to live their best life by connecting to the divine. They already connected. They want to know something else. So decoding that's part of what I do with my clients is we dig into all these little things to correctly position you in a marketplace so that you're speaking to the premium level client. Those are the people who are much more interested in purchasing programs for 5,000 and more, while the other ones are not. They're interested in free stuff or very cheap stuff. So adjusting how you are speaking minimizes the amount of marketing you need to do. You can write one post a week or make one video a week, create a couple other pieces of content from that, but with the correct market positioning and speaking to a correct client, and actually have people come to you wanting to inquire about your offers versus putting content 5 times a day or dancing on TikTok while pointing and all this stuff that doesn't go absolutely anywhere and just creates a lot of busy work for you. So I don't know about you, but I'm all for working less in a more efficient way. That doesn't mean not working. As I said, marketing is still required for business to be profitable. But wouldn't you rather to know what to do so you focus on one thing correctly, on one strategy or 2 things that you got to do instead of 200 things and they all don't really go anywhere? So understanding which are the correct things for you, that's what's inside your soul design. And that's also what you need to know, especially if you're selling intangible transformation, because those types of things are very unique and different compared to what most people are selling. Right? It's not something that you can say like, hey, work with me and lose 5 pounds or 10 pounds or 200 pounds, whatever it is, or work with me and I'll build you a website. Those are tangible things. But when you start talking about the internal changes, like build more confidence, be more aligned, listen to your intuition better, these are not tangible things. And selling them requires a very specific touch, which is literally what I focus on. Like my whole business is helping women who are spiritual mentors and coaches and healers and people in this intangible niche to live their soul mission profitably. So you can actually have wealth by soul design. Which brings me to the third component, by the way, of what we were talking about, which is the energetics. When you are in the right energy, instead of thinking about your content, thinking about what should I make the video about or what should the post be about, you almost like channeling it while utilizing correct structure. So strategy goes hand in hand with energetics. And if you are in the right energy, now you're holding the right frequency. And that frequency is what your ideal client needs to receive, because we are frequency-based beings. You know this. I know you know this because you wouldn't be watching me if you did not believe in that. So everything is energy, right? Everything is frequency. And universe does not speak English. It speaks frequency. So if you are in the energy of hardship and I hope they sign up and, I got to make another video and I don't know what's going to happen, or I'm going to go and I'm going to talk about it and going to help out a lot and hopefully somebody likes me and recognizes that I know what I'm doing, what are you telling universe? You are putting out the energy that says, I need this to be hard because I'm proving myself. Or I don't believe that there are people who will come to me and need my services. So universe then gives you exactly that. Nobody responds. So if you instead shift the energetics into, all right, I know there are right people over there, the people who need what I'm bringing. I know that there are people who I can help specifically with my unique way, my magic, my whatever it is, this badass unicorn thing that you're bringing. Okay. So knowing that, standing in the energy of abundance, starting from there, because we cannot create abundance out of scarcity. So you need to be in abundance energetics first. From that energy, what is your unique frequency note? That's also in your soul design. Like what is that when you vibrate as that's when you are actually radiating the power of your gift. If you're in that frequency, you can be essentially singing nursery rhymes and the right people will still come to you because you're vibrating energetically correctly. So it's a combination of the strategy, but also the right energetics. Putting those together is how your marketing becomes smooth. So if you are the type of a person who hears all of this and goes like, oh my God, that's what I've been missing because I know I'm really good at this, but somehow I've been not showing up because either I'm afraid to be visible or I don't even know how to market, or maybe you've been showing up and just hitting your head against the wall with all this content creation, not being clear as to why is it not leading anywhere, why is it not creating the result you want, then you and I should talk, because this is literally what I can help you with. Okay, let's get on a call. We'll look at your specific situation, because I believe every person is unique. So there is no like cookie cutter strategy that I can give you and say, okay, just do that. I don't believe in that. Instead, we look at you. We'll look at how you're built and what your business actually looks like. What is the thing that you're trying to bring through here? And then what needs to be adjusted in your life, in your delivery, in how you do your business, in your marketing, in your internal self even, in order for you to create the type of experience you want in your business and fully live your soul mission. And I will obviously show you how I can help you do that process. So I'm not going to like leave you hanging there with like, okay, how do I do that? I'll give you the steps as to what can happen here. So click the link in the description of this video and let's have this conversation. It's eugeniaoganova.com/start. This is how you sign up for the free call with me. I only have spots for a few calls every week. So if you see very few on a schedule, that's because they actually taken. So go ahead and do that, because when you know how to run your business in alignment with your soul design, you're actually profitable. Now you're living your soul mission and you're getting paid well for it. And I want that for you, especially if what you're bringing is here to change humanity and up-level human consciousness. Like what you do is necessary. It's needed right now, especially on the planet. So the sooner you decide to shift these little pieces within you that block your ability to market, or that put you in an incorrect market positioning, or not sure how to speak correctly, or maybe you're saying the words that actually repel your ideal client instead of attracting. All these things you can learn. Like you're not born marketer, right? You're born with whatever gift you're delivering. That's what you're meant to do. Marketing is just a skill that you can learn. You're an intelligent person. You can learn that skill. It's not that complicated, especially if it's aligned to your design. But the steps to do that is you actually have to look at what are the missing pieces so that what you're correcting is specific for you. Not just some strategy that like, oh, okay, well, maybe I should implement this. Oh, I need to try that. These are cookie cutter things. And there's so much of this right now on the internet. But none of them might be applicable to where you are currently in your business or what your business is about. So get on that call with me and let's look at your specific situation. Let's look at how you need to adjust your business and how you need to create your amazing flow that actually feels awesome and amazing, where you are selling premium level offers and feeling good in your business, when it feels easy because you are aligned. Okay, so click that link in description. And also, if you are interested in know more about my methodology, which is Conscious Future Method, creating your future consciously, then check out expandyourwealthcapacity.com. This is a free mini series that's going to give you a lot of information about what I'm talking here, the details on how this marketing can work in an aligned way. And I'm so looking forward to talking with you. So click that link, let's set up a call and look at how we can get your business to skyrocket in such an aligned way that feels awesome. My love to you.